All right, thanks, Ryan. We have a great matchup here for you today. A bit of a healthy rivalry has formed between these two teams, especially for head coach of Coker, David Oliver. Oliver is a former Wingate player, then turned assistant coach back in 2008. I spoke with Oliver earlier, and he loves being able to get back out here and see this Wingate team do so well. But he jokingly said, I would like to see them not do so well today. So we have a great matchup here for you today. Ryan.
All right, Kacey, thank you very much.
You've added a few mid-year transfers. What are they looking to add to this team?
Well, they come in with a little bit of experience and they're older, but they still don't know our system yet.
Now, Coach, take us back into this past weekend. How do you think your team's overall performance went?
I wish I could say it was really good.
Coach, an explosive performance in that first half. Talk about the momentum and how you keep that energy going for the second half.
Well, we're very happy. We've had some very good.
You let one up right there in the last 20 seconds. What was that defensive breakdown?
Well, we violated with an overback.
Last year you had over 10 games with at least 100 rushing yards and 1 rushing touchdown. Now, I've watched you out in the field. You always seem to find a way to get through the defense. What's going through your mind on the field?
Just make something happen, man. Like, my main thing is I just don't want to let the team down, because I know.
Now, multiple players were able to see the field this past weekend. What does that do for you to be able to have so many options to pull from the bench?
Well, it's good. I mean, it's a good and a bad thing. I don't know how you look at it.
Now, one of those players was a freshman, Tara Lyons, who had a goal and an assist in Friday's game against Wofford. Can we expect more of that from the younger players on this team?
I can only hope so. Again, she was opportunistic.
This weekend, you have your home opener against Georgia Southern on Friday and then head to South Carolina on Sunday, who was just ranked number 8 by the NSCAA poll. How excited are you to be able to take your team into that kind of environment and play against such a successful program?
I guess we're excited on both fronts. Home opener.
So the Bulldogs lead 10-6 at the half, and let's send it down to Kacey Kelley on the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Once this team got its momentum, you guys went on a bit of a scoring streak. Talk about how good this offense has been today.
Our offense has been great today. Once we settled.
Coker also has had a very good offense today. Talk about how you will slow them down in the second half.
Well, we started out by face guarding. They're one of their best players, trying to take her out of the game.
And many positions will be opening up. How competitive has it been during practices for these players trying to get those spots?
I think for the only group of guys on the team that
coming off a 2-game win streak, looking to build on their momentum with a win today over Coker. Wingate's defense will have to figure out how to contain Coker's junior attack, Haley McClusker, who leads the sack and is tied for second in the nation with 41 goals and is averaging about 4.56 goals per game. Ryan?
Halftime, we'll go down to the sideline and Kacey.
Thanks, Ryan. Coach, tough first half. How are you going to slow down this Wingate offense?
If we don't have the ball, we can't score right now. And
Coach, Pierre really came up big for you in the second half. Talk about her performance today.
Yes, I think Erin has done a great job for us all year.
You just handed Coker their first conference loss. Talk about the confidence that gives your team going into the rest of the season.
We knew Coker was going to be a tough game.
Coach, such a dominating performance today. Talk about the team's energy today.
Well, we feel like we're getting better every day.
4 out of the 5 next games are away. How do you prepare your team for that?
Well, you got to be able to win on the road.
Very quickly, a very fast-paced game.
Yeah, I think you're going to see that a lot here. We are in the tournament season now, and it's a totally different game and mindset going forward throughout the tournament. Notice back there when Coastal's on attack that there's almost all of the team back there defending, so they're really going to pack it in tonight to try to keep Coastal from scoring early. You can definitely see how fast the ball is moving out there, which is speeding up the play. I think they're going to have to keep their defense strong in the back. It looks like Florida is trying to break them down and pulling them out wide or up forward. As long as Coastal in the back stays connected and strong, I think they're not going to be able to break down Coastal's defense.
The center crease, so this could be huge for Coastal, Kacey.
It could, and I know Ricky is a specialist on some of their kicks like this for goal right now. I prefer long because of my height advantage, and I can get up for the ball and get a header on it. But now you see that Coastal has lost their height advantage, and they're subbing out some of their players. So it's going to be harder to serve that longer ball in. So I think Ricky was looking for the short ball there. I'm Kacey Kelley with GoCCU Sports here with this week's news in Chanticleer Athletics. As the fall seasons are quickly winding down, here's a little inside scoop into this past week's action. Men's soccer bounced back nicely following a loss to UNC Asheville with a 2-1 win over Campbell on Wednesday with goals from Jair Espinoza and Sergio Camargo. They followed up that win with another win on Saturday against Liberty thanks to a goal by Tommy Goodmanson with 4 minutes remaining in the game. Women's soccer dropped on the road in their game with Campbell 1-0, but took the W in a matchup with UNC Asheville on Saturday 3-1. Amber Adams scored 2 goals in the contest. The volleyball team continued their winning ways as they swept both Radford and Liberty in straight sets. In cross-country news, Letitia Saman broke the Chanticleer women's 6K all-time record with a time of 20:15. Men's soccer returns to the field tonight where they will take on 17th ranked Hofstra at 6 p.m. Women's soccer takes on Radford at 4 p.m. on Wednesday at home. And the volleyball team returns home on Friday where they will take on Gardner-Webb at 7 p.m. The football team comes off their bye week this week as they travel to Monmouth at 1 p.m. For more information on all things CCU athletics, visit GoCCUsports.com. Until next time, Shot Nation.